Right, right.
But seriously, guys, like, I'm a skincare fanatic.
She is, y'all.
Send it through.
Help her out. Let her know. Let me know so I can go get it personally. You feel me?
Anything I buy, he used. But it helps your skin. Look at that, boy.
What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we are back with another American reaction.
Yes.
Super excited about this video, guys. If you're new to us
and we're new to you,
make sure you scroll down, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the post notification bell because we're on the road to 100K. And we cannot get there without you guys. All right? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
One way to make shea butter involves pounding and grinding dry shea nuts by hand. Another way requires two people to push a lever, as a cold press machine turns shea nut oil into a creamy, pale yellow butter.
Are you serious?
Regardless of producing shea butter is tedious work.
Are you serious?
You act like I don't have that organic shea butter under the sink.
I don't know, like, I know you have it, but I'm saying, like, I'm watching these ladies make shea butter, and these factories out here are doing it totally different, with probably 10 times more chemicals in it.
Right.
And I'm watching them do it organically from the source itself. It's just like...
Yeah. Now, that is an industry I would invest in. So when we come... I don't know exactly where it's at, so hopefully she say the location. But when we come, like, I would like to invest. I would like to see the process, because the glow, the reason for the glow.
Take this message and give it to the right person, all right? Let's get it.
And depending on how it's made, it can cost over $50 a kilo. But this isn't just any shea butter. This is East African shea butter, the most expensive version of the commonly known product. So what makes East African shea butter different? And why is it so expensive? When someone hears shea butter, it's likely they think of the West African variety. But in East Africa, a different kind of shea nut grows, a subspecies called Nilotica. The West African paradoxa tree is farmed, so it grows more abundantly.
Yeah, did you ever think for a second, like, before we came here, all these trees that was already grown with the fruit of the tree already there, the need of what you need was already in the need
Everything
stage.
Is provided
already. Like all these was here already, literally.
Yeah.
Just don't touch poison ivy. But everything else is already
even
here.
That has a purpose.
It does again, but you remember you gotta filter it and do what you gotta do. You don't wanna fall out.
But Nilotica isn't typically planted. It grows in the wild in East African countries like Uganda and Sudan.
It grows.
East African shea butter can cost more than double the West African alternative. That's because it's easier to spread and absorbs quickly into the skin.
That's what's up.
This is our Nilotica. Very low melting point. Like you see, when I spread, it easily melts. And within a few minutes, it will have sunk into my skin pores. But when we come to our West African shea butter, when you spread, this is how it turns out. It will remain on top because of the waxy texture.
That makes Nilotica more desirable for cosmetics companies, which use it for butters, oils, and soaps. And according to Lucy, this is one of the reasons demand for East African shea butter has grown both locally and abroad. In Uganda, Nilotica producers are trying to meet the growing demand.
Akelo
and her peers have been harvesting shea fruit since 5 a.m. They're part of the Corner Adware Moya Women's Group, a self-help group for women in Uganda. In Uganda, shea producers are primarily organized women's groups like this. They start their day early so they can pick the best fruits before other groups come. Akelo and the other harvesters pick the fruits off the ground once they've already fallen. Then they remove and eat the fruit to reveal the shea nut. They eat it because they won't need it to make the butter, and it's delicious. Quality control starts here, with only the best shea nuts moving on to processing. These are grade A nuts, which are whole, undamaged, and untouched by insects. The nuts are then dried in the sun for a few days to reduce moisture. Next, they're carefully cracked, and the kernels are dried again for 2 weeks. Now Okello can make the shea butter. It's usually done one of 2 ways, by hand or by machine, both requiring heavy manual labor. Making shea butter by hand is an intensive process. After the nuts dry the second time, producers heat ash over a fire for 30 minutes. Then they roast the shea nuts in the ashes for another 45 minutes, stirring constantly. This helps prevent mold and deactivates free fatty acids, or FFAs, which are
Now, I know...
What a technique.
I know that, you know, my people are proud of the manual work and labor. But I just cannot help but imagine, like, if they had, like, the industrial, you know, equipment, how much more they would be able to make. And, like, you know, their bodies wouldn't ache after a long day as much, you know.
All they missing is the real tool.
Yeah,
it's working. It's working fine.
It's
but
working
we can
fine,
take y'all off y'all feet and let the machine do it for you.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, you'll be making a lot more than you can right now.
Yeah, I'm thinking of longevity. I'm thinking of, you know, just more work done, production, like... Man, it could be mainstream, like, for real. And I know they already are.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. But, you know.
Harmful to the body. But they have to be careful. Too much heat could lead to a dark oil with high, rather than deactivated, FFA levels. Then the women spread the nuts on the ground to cool off. Producers grind the nuts 3 times. They take turns pounding, then muddle the mixture further between rocks. And finally, refine the mixture in a mill. This creates a paste, which they pour into hot water. Here, the oil they need for the butter separates from the paste.
Tedunien kayini kerikeni oni boli yikenu kitiene e kayin pe te bero rubu kayin pe bero rubu be rubnye we ko tin we ko nyore titi yuti chukene ti rubu wa ko mo mer te bero tik ka mo mer bero tik pe shamer dang pe shatte.
The oil is removed and packaged for sale locally, where a kilo costs over $5. It's mainly used for cooking, but locals also use it on their skin. And while it's still pricier than West African shea butter, this heat-processed butter is a more affordable alternative to cold-pressed nilotica. 1 kilo of cold-pressed East African shea butter can reach $12 in Uganda. And when exported, it's over 4 times that price. That's because cold-pressed shea butter is more refined. It's the cleanest way to extract the oil, which preserves the nut's properties. After harvesting, drying, and grinding the shea nuts, producers place them in cloth bags and load them into a cold-press machine. They've had this machine since 1997. To use it, 2 people need to push each side of the lever in a circle, pressing and releasing the oil from the fat in the shea nuts.
Wow, that's unique, man.
When left to rest, the oil hardens into shea butter. From nut to butter, the whole process can take 3 weeks. Today, producers prefer the cold press method because they can make bigger batches of high-quality shea butter. It can also enhance some of the butter's most desired properties. Studies of nilotica have found that it has significant...
It's water right there for you.
Yeah, I wish I would have stopped it on her hands, but...
That's crazy.
Look, I don't know which wood I use. I don't know where it come from, but I just know it helps.
Yeah.
It works. And I've always rubbed my babies down with shea butter since newborn to now. It works.
It does.
It also has lower stearic acid content, which contributes to the softness of the butter.
This is the West African shea butter with a high melting point, and when it solidifies, it's really hard.
Harder textures are more difficult to integrate into cosmetics. Lucy says that's why Nilotica has the upper hand in cosmetics.
Look at that.
Her American buyers prefer it because it absorbs faster into the skin. But Nilotica has other special properties.
The demand at the moment is growing because of these contents, the olein, vitamin E, and then it has antioxidants that make it easy, especially for cosmetics. It has to have a healing factor within it.
This growing demand is being met.
Anything from the earth gonna have some healing factor.
Yes.
Believe
definitely.
me, I know.
Yeah, made me forget what I was gonna
Again?
say.
Oh, bruh. Can we wait like 5 hard seconds?
Let's see. I can't look at you. You silly. Dang it.
It's gonna come back to you like the last time.
Oh, I was gonna say, imagine that as an oil. You know, like when you're in the shower and you put an oil on right before you get out. Imagine that. Skin will be silky soft. No need for lotion.
Come on now, and it's gonna have a glow to it. Shiny glow.
Go get me some, babe.
How? Wait, I would. You know I would do anything. But how I'ma get it though? Hey, drop me a link, y'all. Drop me a link where we can get the best organic African shea butter oil. Definitely, bro. I would love to have some around my house.
Limited supply.
The supply is a little lower because the number of producers is still a bit low.
The shea tree fruits only once a year, and producers are still figuring out how to bulk their harvests. And while some efforts are underway to farm more shea trees, the nuts are primarily harvested in the wild, limiting producers further. Then there's deforestation. According to the Ugandan National Forest Authority, the country has lost 63% of its tree cover in the past 25 years. Locals use the wood for charcoal, firewood, and timber. But Nilotica producers hope that as demand continues to grow and locals learn more about Nilotica's value, they'll work to preserve the trees, and in turn, scale up production of East African shea butter.
I believe if the marketing strategies are improved, we shall have more sales, more producers, and the more the buyers, of which the buyers are already out there.
That was nice. That was nice.
I love it. Such a different work ethic. I did not know shea butters was grinding down like this. I think it's just unique, yo. It's fire.
Very, very, very unique. Drop below the information. Let us know if you use it. This was in the Uganda region. So let us know if you use it. And if you didn't know about it, go get it. And then tell us about it, okay?
Right.
But seriously, guys, like, I'm a skincare fanatic.
She is, y'all.
Send it through.
Help her out. Let her know. Let me know so I can go get it personally. You feel me?
Anything I buy, he used. But it helps your skin. Look at that, boy. Look. What?
Why you do that? Every time you expose the lining. Can we close?
Why you have a line?
Where my hair? Yo, she come and she started playing with my hair when I'm laying down, y'all. And then she started rubbing my hair back. And then I go in the mirror like, babe, why my forehead bigger?
I was just showing the smoothness of your skin. Look, baby soft. Baby soft.
I complimented yours today.
Did you? You always compliment mine. That's no different. Anyway, we hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Like this video, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. We have enabled our super thanks if you like to support the channel that way, as well as our join feature to be a VIP member
of the channel.
Send in your reaction request through the description box below. We'll see you soon.
Peace.